Alright, well it's just about 9 o'clock. Slow going this morning, but the wind's kind of changed directions on me a little bit too, so I decided to sit in this tree again. Getting in here in the dark, I figured I could get to this tree since I hunted it the other night. But my intentions were to just hunt this tree in the morning till about 9 o'clock. And if I didn't see anything, get down and kind of scout the area since I've never been here, so. It's just now 9:30. When I first saw them, they were coming from the west to the east on the side of that other ridge over there. And then they worked down into the valley and they were heading my direction, but that's the direction my wind is going. They worked right into my wind. I got my bow ready just in case, but had they worked back a little bit more to my right, they would have stayed out of my wind. It's been kind of swirly, so I was hoping that it would shift back the other way. They got within 50 yards. She started blowing, but I'm gonna pack up now and get down and start scouting real slow. I haven't seen a whole lot of sign until just now. This is kind of like a little high ground peninsula, and it's surrounded by marshy swamp, and it's real thick. It definitely looks like there could be some bedding out here. But I did just come across a real heavy deer trail. I've come across several deer runs, but this one's real heavy and it's got some really big tracks in it. And I just came across my first scrape. The leaves are cleared away from it. It looks like it's probably been, I don't know, a day or two since a buck has touched this up. I have found some really good deer sign, several scrapes, a bunch of rubs. Now the scrapes do have a top layer of leaves scattered on top of them. They're not super fresh, but a bunch of scrapes nonetheless. This is a really good looking area right here. But this is actually closer to the entrance trail right here. There's heavy deer runs through here. Rubs and scrapes. I actually found a few more rubs than I pinned. I probably should have pinned all of them, but this is where I saw the 2 deer come from Tuesday night when I hunted here. I saw a couple deer come from over here, and then this morning those 2 deer I filmed came from over here. I'm gonna go check out one other area that Philip sent me a pin. He's got a trail camera there. He got a picture of a nice, it looked like a possible 10 point was in there in daylight this morning. Philip told me I should have hunted there this morning. He gave me directions to it last night, but being that I wasn't familiar with the area, I figured I would just hunt this spot that I already hunted Tuesday night. I should have hunted over there. I could have had a shot at a 10 point. I'm gonna go check that area out where he has his trail camera and make a decision where I want to hunt tonight. All right, well, I found the trail camera and I walked further past the trail camera, a couple hundred yards, and there's like one main deer trail that comes down here from the top of the ridge and goes up and back behind me, but my wind is blowing in the direction of this deer run coming off the top of this ridge. I know this evening the thermals will be pulling down, so hopefully if I decide to hunt here I can kind of play the thermals. I'm just not sure if I should hunt here or if I should go back and pick one of the rub and scrape areas that I scouted this morning. This is a really good pinch point. I'll have to think on it and make a decision. Alright, well, I got in here. I found so much sign today that I was trying to get back here to hunt the sign. I've got 2 scrapes, probably 50 yards behind me. I had a bunch of rubs down here, but I don't know if this is a good setup. So I'm just not sure what I should do. I originally went to 2 scrapes on the trail on the way in, and they were super fresh. There were no leaves in them. They were super clean. These 2 scrapes right here had some leaves in them. Looked like they might have been 3 or 4 days old. The problem is the wind, according to my app, is perfect for setting up on those 2 scrapes. But when I get over there and throw the milkweed, it's blowing in the wrong direction. So I wasted a lot of time walking over to those other 2 scrapes, trying to find a setup, and then I decided to abandon that and head this way. And I just took my time and tried to be quiet, and now it's 5 o'clock. I'm not really sure where I should go at this point, but I do have deer sign in the area. I'm not seeing fresh droppings, but there's heavy deer trails. There's a lot of oaks up there on top of this ridge, and I have a couple scrapes that are probably 3-4 days old and some rubs down here. I'm debating on hunting on the ground. Well, I decided just to stay put. Stay right down here on the ground. I'm just hunting on the ground tonight. There's a deadfall. And I just got everything set up here. Got all the leaves cleared out. I got a handful of rubs in front of me. I have a couple scrapes on a deer trail that comes through here. So, I'll just hunt on the ground tonight and see what happens. I don't know, maybe a buck will come cruising through here. I'll shoot a doe too if a doe comes through here. The blue jay started going crazy over here a little bit ago. If I do have an opportunity, it's going to happen quick. This deer runs in front of me about 10 yards, and I can't see over this ridge. So unless I hear him coming first, it's going to happen quick. Well, that's a wrap tonight. Didn't see any deer, but had a really good day scouting. Found a lot of really good deer sign in here today. So I spent a lot of time on the ground, just walking, dropping pins, marking all the scrapes and rubs. Saw 2 deer this morning, so not a bad day. I do work tomorrow, so we'll be back at it soon. I think I made my decision, and it looks like I'm gonna hunt in Ohio, so I'm looking forward to that. I've got a few places in mind that I'm gonna go. and that'll be next week. So Ohio, here we come.